Hi, everybody. It's Mary Ellen from Create With Me. I'm here in the Creativity Nest. It's time for Teach Me Tuesday. So, I don't know about you. I can only speak for myself, or if I hear some of my stamping friends talk about it, is this time of the year we've had in central Illinois now. I cannot attest to my Florida friends and my Hawaii friends, but in central Illinois, we have hardly had any sunshine in weeks and weeks. I think they said one week we only had 2 hours of sunshine. And so it's just been so dreary. So what happens is we get down in the dumps and we get overwhelmed with all the things that we're doing for the holidays. I don't know if that is the same applies for you, but sometimes we just lose our mojo. And so today I just want to talk about what do I do when I kind of have lost my my creative energy. It just happens. I love to create, but lately I just have lost my creative energy. So I want to share with you one of the tips that I do. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like this. This is, uh, you know, I want to show you my little pin though. This was an early Christmas present from my daughter. She had it made out of a shell in Italy, and that's a picture of my mom. So when I saw it, of course, I totally broke out in tears. So, but anyway, that's an aside. So we get down in the dumps, we get overwhelmed, and this happens to me all the time. I don't know about you. Tell me if it happens to you, if it's just me. I don't think it's just me. But I want to tell you about some great resources that we have. So I'm taking you down to my desk, and these are all things that you've seen. We have catalogs. We've got mini catalogs. We've got an annual catalog. Look how thick these are. Full of ideas. We've got this mini catalog that's coming up in January. And then we've also got a celebration catalog. These are all chock full of ideas. Now, you're going to say, well, I don't want to just copy the catalog. Okay. So that's fine. I don't either, but I can use them for inspiration. And that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to show you how to do something that we call casing. So it can be copy and share everything, copy and steal. People say, selectively edit, copy and selectively edit. That's up to you. Now, I am not supposed to show you the inside of this catalog. So what I did is I actually picked out a picture. So I'm going to quickly flip it. I'm just going to show you this picture. Maybe it's against the law, maybe it's against the rules, but this is a card that I'm going to use for my inspiration today. I like the idea of the paper going on a diagonal, the central image here, the little bow, the two different kinds of paper, and then the greeting. So let me show you what I did. So I went through this catalog here. I wanted to use something new. So you're going to have a little sneak peek of something new out of the catalog. And I wanted to make it change the color. So I decided first on my stamp set, and I decided to go with this one right here called Desert Details. The paper that comes with this suite of products is just beautiful. And I'm going to only show you a couple little pieces that come with it. You can look in your mini catalog to see all of the paper. It's just gorgeous. But we're going to use this image here and the greeting that says, let the fun begin, because whenever we're creating, it's always lots of fun. So we're going to keep this idea right here. Let me put it in the screen so you can see it. And I decided that I wanted to go with the colors that were in the suite. I wanted to go with soft succulent. So I'm starting with a soft succulent card base. And I'm just going to give it a good crease. And then I decided that just looking at this, they did a tone on tone with a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 by 5-inch piece of paper that they embossed. So I decided their embossing was one of the new embossing folders, but I decided I want to use this Hive folder. So I'm going to go with the Hive folder. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the embossed piece 3 3/4 by 5 onto my card base, and we're just going to start there so you can kind of see where I'm going. I love to do this. I do this often. I just look through the catalog for ideas, and then I change it around. And maybe it's not even for any project or a class. I just want to be inspired. I just want to get the creative juices flowing. And this is one way that I can do it. So then I took a couple pieces of paper. This one is from the suite. And then there's some specialty paper that goes with that suite that is in the soft succulent. And then it has a little darker shade. I'm going to stick with this here, this lighter shade that matches. And I love the gold accent. I don't know if, can you see the metallic gold? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. There's also some embellishments that go with this same suite. I'm working out of the collection. And so I'm going to use some of these gold accents when it gets to that point. So this goes on an angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this paper, and if I go on an angle, I want to take it down as far as I can. And the nice thing about this, it goes all the way out to the edge. So I'm just going to take this paper like this. I'm going to put some adhesive on my card all the way to the edge. I don't know exactly how far it's going to go, so I'm going to be, I think I'm going to turn it like this. So I'm going to go over to the edge. I'm going to go down. I want to utilize my paper the best way I can. So I'm going to go right here to the edge, right here to the edge. I'm going to press down. It's okay if this isn't glued down because I'm going to stick my paper under that. Okay, then I'm going to take my snips. I've got a pair right here. And I'm going to remove the excess by opening up the card. And just giving it a cut along the edge. This is like the simplest of techniques. Super, super easy. Okay, so we can save that scrap. This side's pretty too. We can save that scrap. So there's where we've started. Then we're going to run some adhesive along the back of the specialty paper. And I'm going to tuck that in, just going just under, just a little bit under. And I'm following my, whoops, I went a little far under there. I want it to stay parallel. I'm following my picture right here. So I'm trying to stay in that same idea. So I do have a little excess here because I wanted to make sure I was using the part of the cardstock that I wanted. Okay, so there's my two pieces of diagonal paper. We're pretty so far. And then I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So I pre-cut my circle. I just use one of the stitch circles, and I'm going to use a soft succulent ink. And I did not bring my stamp over here. Hold on just a minute. Here is my stamp. I love when I leave things on my desk. Not. And I'm going to stamp this beautiful succulent right onto my circle. It's lovely. And then I'm going to put away the soft succulent ink, bring out the evening evergreen, just because I've got this darker shade here. And it's going to say, let the fun begin. And I'm going to start way out here in the middle. And I'm going to do that for a reason, because I want to adhere this. We'll get that off here. I want to make sure that I'm putting it down here in between the two, all the way to the edge right here. Take a little adhesive eraser and get that off. I have one here in front of me. I do not, but I've got one. You may not even be able to see that, but I can. Okay, so there's the let the fun begin, and we're going to adhere the greeting or the image with some Stampin' Dimensionals, just like they did here. You can see that it was popped up. And so I'm going to place my flower. You can kind of decide, you could go way down here. I'm going to go up here because I want that image to be off of the card just like it is in this one, just like that. Okay, now you can look at this here and you can see that there's a little bow. And I'm going to take some twine because I've got the gold. And I'm going to tie a little bow. Oh, you can't see me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sitting a little cockeyed. I'm going to make sure my card is over there for you. I'm sorry about that. With the delay, sometimes I don't see it. All right, so we're going to use a mini glue dot. And mini glue dot our bow, just like in our inspiration piece. So you can see I haven't changed a lot. The design is very, very similar to the original. And I'm going to add some of these beautiful embellishments to pick up the gold again. Picking up the gold from my cardstock here. Let's see, I think I'm going to place one right there. And there's a card. So here you can see the side by side. I'm going to put them just like it. This was my inspiration. Let me get it in the camera. See if I can zoom in. I'm going to try. Let's see, can I zoom in? Yeah, there we go. All right, I didn't turn my light on. Maybe that would help. Let's see if you get a little bit better light there. Okay, there, that's a little bit better. So there's my inspiration piece. And then I did this piece that's very similar, same layout, same sketch pattern. I used a different embossing folder, different papers, different stamp, different everything, but it's the same sketch. So when I make this, then I am now inspired to go ahead and use the stamp set and just make a plethora of different cards. So use your catalogs. I hope that I've inspired you to be inspired by using your catalogs to jumpstart that little bit of creativity. So it doesn't have to be something that you just have, you were sleeping. This is my normal. I wake up and I have this card idea. Well, guess what? Not always do I have a card idea in my head. And sometimes I just need a jumping off place. So I really love to just look through my catalogs, use them as inspiration, and then design something that is, this card was made by an artist. I'm not an artist. I like to think of myself as a semi-artist. Maybe I'm a artist wannabe, but I've done something with the same suite of products to just jumpstart my creativity. So I hope that you guys are inspired by that and you can maybe utilize the catalogs in a different way, or as you're looking through them, maybe you'll see things in a little bit different way and you'll like the colors, or you'll like the layout, or you'll like the suite that they're using. And then you can sometimes you just have to copy a card completely out of the catalog, and that's okay too. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and change things up a little bit, because sometimes you just need it to be you. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of inspiration. You guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you back after the holidays with some new catalog things and some new classes that are going to be coming up in January. I'm very excited about. So